Alana circled the living room, scoping out the interior. 2 leather love seats, a bulky coffee table, upon which sat an empty glass, a decanter, and a magazine, a few floor lamps, an empty fireplace, a record player in the corner. The room looked and smelled just as it had in her vision, down to the faint scent of duck sauce. "Kitchen's through here." Mr. Ransom cleared his throat as they walked into the next room. "So, what is this all about?" Alana noted the bamboo bowl of fake fruit on the island, as well as the half-empty Chinese takeout boxes. "It's the memory ghosts, I'm afraid." "The terrorists?" "I'm sure you've heard they attacked a memory and cognition enforcement vehicle in Chicago." "Horrendous. And with homemade explosives, yes?" "Molotov cocktails. Those poor mace agents." Alana pursed her lips, selling her disgust. "We believe the terrorists have set their sights on memory frontier leadership." Mr. Ransom shuddered. "Why? Why would they come for me? I sit in conference rooms all day. I'm no threat to them." "Calm down, Mr. Ransom," Alana pleaded. "We're one step ahead of them. You needn't worry." Mr. Ransom leaned against the island to steady his breathing. "How many points of entrance are on the main floor?" she asked, then watched as he counted on his fingers. 4. There's the front door, the French doors in the dining room, the side door in the laundry room, and the French doors in the primary." "And you keep your doors locked at all times?" "At all times. I have a home alarm system, too." "Wonderful. The primary?" "On the other side of the house." He led her back into the living room, and his breath caught in his throat in a watery choke. The living room had been rearranged. The love seats now faced each other, not the hearth, which held a small crackling fire. 2 of the floor lamps had been replaced with potted ficus plants, their stems swaying slightly from having just been moved, and where the coffee table had once sat, there was an oriental rug. "Mr. Ransom?" Alana placed a hand on his quivering shoulder. "Is everything all right?" "This isn't..." His voice was small, far off. He glanced about the living room, looking panicked and fretful. "Something's wrong." "Something's wrong?" "Yes," he thundered, shaking off her hand. "I don't understand." "Those aren't mine." He wagged a finger in the direction of the plants. "I hate indoor plants. And that rug, my couches. What the hell is going on?" "Sir, calm down, please." Alana lowered her voice, then posed the inevitable question. "Are you misremembering?" Mr. Ransom's eyes darted toward her, and where there had been disorientation, there was now only fear. Giant orbs of pitch-black fear. Suddenly, it looked as though Mr. Ransom wasn't sure about any of it. Alana could tell by the way the fear spread from his eyes to his forehead, where beads of sweat began to form. Then that fear spread down to his hands, which he wrung intensely. "Excellent. Here, let's check your primary," Alana offered. Without remark, Mr. Ransom padded out of the living room and down the hall with Alana in tow. Cautiously, he opened the door, revealing a 4-poster bed, an armchair, and... "My drapes! Where are my drapes?" Mr. Ransom breathed, crossing the wide bedroom toward the floor-to-ceiling windows, which faced east. "And what are these hideous things?" He brushed his fingertips across the white silk curtains, then recoiled. He appeared utterly gobsmacked. Alana suppressed a grin. "Sir, you look out of sorts. Is everything—" A high-pitched alarm screeched through the home. Alana flinched and was reaching for the handgun holstered to her waist when she smelled smoke. Lots of it. It was the fire alarm. Now Alana was the one who panicked. No. They both sprang into action, darting from the primary bedroom and racing back into the living room. White and gray smoke billowed out of the fireplace and rose toward the ceiling in dense clouds. Mr. Ransom fled into the kitchen and returned with a fire extinguisher. "I never use the fireplace," he shouted between coughing fits, blasting the logs in the hearth with his fire extinguisher. "I keep the damper closed. I always keep it closed. I never would have started a fire." Alana's heart raced. How could she have missed that? It wasn't like her to be this sloppy, and... Through the shrill fire alarm, Alana managed to hear the buzzing in her trench coat. She pulled out her boxy cell phone.